with that being said, this video is all about green flags, okay?
Did you do the intro? You, who you are and who I am? No, you
No.
didn't. Because you know why? Because you were celebrating it's 10, it's 10, it's 10. You was trying to get me to celebrate with you, right? Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll let that be the part of the video we drop in first. I told you I want to drop something in first, and we'll come back and be like, okay, you ready? And just introduce ourselves. Guys, welcome back to Lovely Conversations, YouTube and podcast channel. If this is your first time, come on in, honey. Have a seat. Welcome. We welcome you. Once you've been in here a little while, be sure that you hit that subscribe button and then hit that notifications bell and then select all. That way you get all the content that we drop to you every Wednesday. So with that being said, to all of our returning subscribers, follow friends, family, the loveLEE squad, welcome back. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us from day one. With that being said, back, make this our 10th video.
Number 10.
10, y'all. This is our 10th video. You guys, it's a struggle. Like being dedicated to recording, like giving you guys the content and talking about it and us being a part of it and talking about everything once we drop it is great. But the process up until and getting it recorded and editing, that's the back part they don't tell you about. And
Exactly.
so we really be over here, and by we I mean Chris editing these videos.
You make the thumbnails.
I do. I make the thumbnails. I, go with the content and we talk about things. But Chris does all the editing on top of all his other editing for his other clients. On top of working a 10 to 12, 8-hour shift some days.
Let's just go into it.
Just go into it. You want to get past it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get past it.
Well, let's just say thank you, babe. I want to say thank you for your hard work, for constantly editing, for letting me see the video, and then I'll be like, babe, something ain't right, and then he got to put it back in and edit it some more.
Around 12 or 1 in the morning.
Yeah, and then for me to be like, babe, can you add this? And he be like, yeah, babe. He don't show like I'm bothering him or nothing.
Yeah.
So with that being said, babe, we appreciate you. And by we, I mean me and all of our lovely subscribers, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
Yeah, thank you, babe. So with that being said,
If you didn't notice, this is being shot in 4K.
come on, babe, tell them. Let them know.
We've added a new intro video. A new intro to each video.
Yep.
And we've added our name tags, and now we add the notes that you say out loud.
Oh, yeah. So all of our points.
Yeah, all the points and everything is in the video now.
Yep. So we trying to, you guys, just bring you more creativity, give you more content, things to ensure that you are understanding what we're discussing and what we're talking about, and that we're not leaving you behind or talking too fast. So on top of just sharing who we are, because as we stated, yes, we're lovely conversations together, but separately we are two different people.
Yes.
And we have two different brands that we both run on top of everything else. So with us,
very different
two very different brands. That way, you guys, when we drop our name tags, we also drop our social media tags. That way you can get in plugged in and tuned in to what else we do outside of lovely conversations. So welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. And 10 videos, you guys. It's only up from here.
You can do either way now.
Either way.
Yeah. The other time you was doing 4. You was doing 4 like this.
And that wasn't okay?
No, you was doing it like this.
What's wrong with this?
No, that's fine. You was doing this.
Oh, because I kind of had my finger out? Okay. Well, 10, you guys. So celebrate with us. We at 10. We at 10. Come on, baby. Turn up. That's not a turn up. That is not a turn up. We at 10. Hey, we at 10. We at 10 videos. We at 10. Hey, we at 10. We at 10. We at 10 videos. We at 10.
What's next on the docket?
All right, don't be like that. We are celebrating our 10, okay? We are celebrating our 10. I'm celebrating our 10. You guys are celebrating our 10th video. So thank you. Okay, so you ready?
I guess so.
Okay, so now that we're through celebrating our 10th video, allow us to introduce ourselves. So we welcomed you in. I'm Alexandria Lee, your beautiful host, and sitting next to me is my amazing co-host.
Christopher Lee.
And today we're going to be talking about green flags, you guys. Green flags in a relationship. You know, often we're told about the red flags, and the red flags are what we hear mostly. So we just want to shine some light on green flags. But before we get into it, we're going to give you our song of the week because that's what we always do. And this week is going to be Decisions by Busta Rhymes featuring Jamie Foxx,
Mm-hmm.
Mary J. Blige,
Mm-hmm.
John Legend,
Mm-hmm.
and Common.
There you go.
Oh, I did it. I did it. Because in my head, it just features Busta and Mary, but I know it's some other people in there. You guys, this is a great song. One day, Chris sent this to me, and I was at work, and he was like, babe, check this song out. And let me know what you think. And so I listened to it, and it's a straight vibe. And I was like, dang, babe. I said, what made you send me that? And of course, he told me his reasons for sending me that song. Oh, excuse me, guys. Yes, babe. Thank you. I'm already, we sipping on something, so with that being said, I love the song. Chris loves the song. It's a song we actually listen to often and share with each other now. So definitely check it out.
But the whole thing for me is that song also. I had that album. I have the whole album. I never noticed that song was on the album until I heard
How
it on
did you
YouTube.
hear it? YouTube?
Yeah, it just came on. No, it came on in my playlist. Like every now and then on my phone, I just push play and I just let it cycle through all my
All your music?
Yeah.
And then that came on?
and I didn't realize it was on the album.
Well, that's dope, babe. I really like the song, you guys. I know you guys are going to dig it. It's pretty much talking about how you make a decision to choose your person and him being appreciative of his person, putting up with him and being by his side and holding him down and vice versa. And Mary jumps on it and gives her point. John Legend's on there. Jamie Foxx is in there harmonizing.
I think they're singing the hooks.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And then Common raps.
Common and Mary are singing the hook.
Yeah.
And Common raps.
Yep. So it's a great song, you guys. Check it out. Get into it. Okay?
All right.
All right, so let's get into these green flags. So what is a green flag? You might ask yourself. So a green flag is the opposite. You waving a flag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the green flag is the opposite of a red flag. So a green flag is a positive trait, a good quality that you see in the person that you're dating, you love, that you see in longevity with, and most likely marriage with. You want to see those good traits and those good qualities because it's an indication that you have a keeper.
Yes.
And that your person is for you in multiple ways. So
for you by not for you by you. That means you was changing that person.
You was really gonna do FUBU? Yeah. You tried to?
Yeah.
It didn't work out for you?
Black belt.
So you guys, with that being said, we're gonna drop into. We had a discussion. We had our own conversation, and we kind of conversated on what are green flags for us. So these are our green flags that we feel are green flags in a relationship that we want to share with you guys, and we definitely want to hear what your green flags are. Again, this is a conversation. So as you listen to the video and you have your rebuttal, your responses, your feedback, drop them in the comments. That way we can get into, the feedback that you're giving, your green flags and things we might have missed or that we didn't realize there was a good green flag or a good quality to pay attention to in a person. So with that being said, y'all know I got my list. All right, you guys. So number 1 is you feel challenged by the person that you're in a relationship with, but in a good way. And what that means is this person challenges you to be better. They bring better out of you. They challenge the bad in you to correct your behavior. They might make you strive for the betterment of yourself, whether it's going back to school, completing a goal you have in mind, sticking to, something that you said you was going to do, and just making you be a better person all the way around. Like you see them as a challenge in a good way because they strive to make you want to be better together and vice versa. So it should be a winning situation and challenging situation. Sorry, you guys, a challenging situation for both of you.
Should always push each other towards where you want to be.
Absolutely. So, that was something that me and Chris were very well at doing with each other, was challenging each other when we first got together and transitioned from friendship and best friends to relationship and surely into marriage. And you guys, we're still challenging each other in our marriage, and there's every day we find different things that challenge each other for the good. And I'm not going to necessarily say for the bad, but there are some negatives in there, some negative challenges that push you and make you go for the good as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this person that you see as your person should challenge you, but in a good way. I've heard people say that their significant other challenged them in such a way they was watching them get their degree and it challenged them and made them go back and get their degree. They had been afraid to go back. They questioned if they should go back, and seeing them do it made them do it. I saw another couple, the husband started losing weight and the wife was like, dang, that's challenging me, and he's challenging her on what she's eating, what she's bringing into the house, and it made her
But
get
she
a
didn't
point.
want him to look all sexy, and she didn't want to look. Never mind.
You think that's what it was?
Probably,
You don't think it was a good challenge? Like she was just like, dang, I want to be healthy with babe?
she was probably like, babe, if he out there with the muscles and the packs, they don't want to go to the beach, and then everybody be looking at him. That's what that was probably all about.
I disagree. But let's pause, you guys. Let's get into this beard the babe is starting to serve us. Yes.
Since we in
Look
4K, you probably see a little.
Oh, come on, 4K.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it.
Yes,
Oh,
y'all,
man.
look at this beard that he is growing. You so fine.
If I don't brush a little straight like
Anthony Hamilton. So you guys,
Charlene video.
absolutely. So I'm glad he brushed it for you guys on camera. He actually cut his hair. He's giving y'all whole looks today, baby. Whole looks. So with that being said, you guys, the first green flag that we saw in each other and that we think you should notice in a person is to see how they challenge you, but in a good way.
Give them that push.
Yeah.
You wanna do hair? We're gonna get you everything you need, so you can't say, I ain't got what I need.
That's true.
I'm gonna do photography. You gonna push me, and nah, that right there ain't right. Fix that.
Yeah, that's true.
So we push each other for greatness.
For greatness, absolutely. And that comes with constructive criticism. That comes with, being willing to hear someone else's opinion. And that comes with being willing to be open to accepting what's being poured into you so that you can see the betterment of yourself.
Exactly.
All right.
What's next on the docket?
Number 2 is,
You can be yourself.
all right. So, babe, you want to talk about that?
Okay. Okay, so don't lose sight of yourself, basically. You should always, the person that you with, it's hard to explain.
How, babe?
Because,
So, like, when it says you can be yourself, you should better be yourself no matter what.
oh, that part. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so like often when people get into a relationship, they feel like they got to be somebody else. They feel like they got to put on a persona to impress the person they're dating and trying to get into this, serious relationship with. But if you're not yourself in the beginning, then that person can't truly accept you, flaws and all. So,
But then that's also a double-edged sword, because if you get with somebody
mhm,
and you're trying to be with somebody because you really want to be with that person.
mhm.
As you're dating that person, sometimes you might start showing more of yourself the more that y'all date.
Absolutely, but you still need to be yourself. And overall, in my opinion on that and what we discussed is that being yourself allows you to be yourself. Like, for instance, I'm a free spirit. I'm more outgoing. I'm more, willing to be the life of the party. And you're the opposite of that. And so often when you feel like you can't be yourself or you're in a controlled relationship, then it doesn't allow you to be yourself. No matter, even if you're growing in that relationship and getting to know that person, if you can't be yourself, if you can't show who you are, if you can't feel comfortable around that person, then you're truly not, in that space.
But you also have to know what to adjust, because me being myself, how I was before me and you got together,
Yeah,
I was me, person, me, and that was it.
right,
And then I got with you, and then I changed that up a little bit.
right.
'Cause,
But I still allow you to be yourself.
yeah, I'm talking about I'm still gonna be myself, but it's different being yourself in a relationship. Because if you're being yourself the way I was before me and you got together, it was, if I didn't want to do something, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
But now that we're in a relationship, I have to consider different things. Like, let's say you want to go do something, and me back in the day, I wouldn't have. I would have been like, nah, not at all.
Yeah.
But now I have to consider it. Well, maybe I can try this with her. I might like it. I never know. I'll never know because I've never done it.
Okay.
So I'll do that with you.
So you've gotten on to another point that we're going to cover. But in this point, I'm basically just saying you can be yourself. So, like, you allow me to be myself, and I allow you to be yourself.
All right.
So, and as far as me being who I am, flaws and all, and you being who you are, flaws and all, where you're talking about is that compromise that came into place
Okay.
with us, compromising for each other and changing and growing for each other because that's what you do in a relationship. But a good green flag is when you get with someone and you don't feel like you have to change who you are to be with them.
I got you.
And you can be yourself.
I got you.
Fair?
Fair.
All right.
I was
So,
talking about once you get into a
yes,
relationship.
and you gotta compromise
Get
and
deep and
girl, yeah, no. We're just talking about like when you can just be yourself. Like you just let me be myself, and I'm a lot of self, and you just let me
You're
be my.
spoiled.
I'm not spoiled. Why would you say that on camera?
So you just gonna act like you're not.
I'm not spoiled.
Okay. I got
We want to move on now.
you. What's next on the docket?
Jeez, be yourself, even if it is spoiled, okay?
She's admitting she's spoiled.
No, I'm not. But be yourself, even if that is you being spoiled and, liking to have things your way. And, some days you're up, some days you're down. Whatever that might be yourself, okay? Be yourself. And if you cannot be yourself in a relationship, then that's an indicator that, it may not be a good situation.
Murphy Lee got a song, I Wanna Be Myself.
I ain't never heard that. So
It's on the Murphy Law album.
be yourself, you guys. Let's move on because Chris is trying to take it somewhere else. Let's go. All right, you guys. So, oh, this is a good one. So, number 3, you guys, is be kind to each other. Like that person is kind to you, right? So, a good green flag is that they're kind to you. And what I mean by that is that they're nice to you. They're kind to you. Like they go out their way to make sure you're comfortable, you're good, you're okay. They show different levels of kindness. Something that Chris opened my eyes to that I was not you know, used to with the guys I was dating. He's the type of guy that opens doors, shuts doors, make sure you're comfortable, and like literally, I'll now get to a point to where if I'm a little bit ahead of Chris and I get to the door before him, I'll stand there now because I know not to open the door. I know not to shut the door because that's something he wants to do for me and make sure he's showing me that level of kindness.
Men open doors.
Men open doors.
Men open doors.
And and just like the simplest things, like for instance, Chris had a long week and the week was coming to an end and I was up a little later, and it's something I do often, but sometimes I like to take it a little farther or further, take it a little further. And so I packed his lunch, I made his snack, but this time I wrote him a letter and I taped it to the refrigerator just to say some kind words to him and let him know that I appreciate him and I love him. And then when I got up, you guys, he had retaped it and he had wrote on it saying what he had to say. Like, and I thought that was so sweet. So you guys just
That's how they used to do the binders in high school.
Oh yeah, when you write it and you pass it back and then you give it back. Yeah. So I thought that was sweet. I thought that was kind. You have to be kind to the person that you're dealing with because you never know what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're your person, they still have other things going on in their life. They could have had a bad day at work. They could have something going on within their family. Could be some things going on between you guys that still require a level of kindness. And that is something that we are, really big on. Chris is so kind to me. I'm so kind to him. I instantly want to know how his day was so that I can see what I need to do to make that better, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So just be sure that you're doing those kind, if you see those kind gestures, you're accepting them and you're returning them. So if the person you're dating is kind to you, that's a green flag. And if you're able to receive that kindness and give that and reciprocate that, excuse me, y'all. And
okay?
Reciprocate, yes, babe. And reciprocate that kindness, then that's a good green flag,
See,
you guys.
that was me being kind.
It was.
See? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is a good.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Say it again, babe.
Picking it up. I'm not putting it down.
You picking it up and you keeping it.
Keeping it.
All right, baby. So, with that being said, if the person you're dating is kind to
We keep
you,
doing recalls to our intro.
we do. If you watch our intro video, you'll get that and what that means. But be kind and receive the kindness. So, if the person you're dating is kind to you, to wrap this point up, then that's a good green flag.
Just like the movie, Be Kind, Rewind.
All right, babe. So,
You remember that movie?
no, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Most Def, Be Kind, Rewind.
Is this brown sugar or something?
No, it's Most Def, and I think Jack Black.
Okay, well, let's just move on. I don't know. All right, so number 4, you guys, healthy communication. All right.
Talking.
What are you doing?
Talking. Communication. Talk.
Was that a song?
Nah.
Was you going somewhere with it?
No, I'm just talking.
By saying talking?
I'm communicating.
Okay, you guys. So healthy communication, like so many people, don't realize how important it is and what not once you're in a relationship, but as that relationship grows and you get into that relationship and you get into that monogamous relationship that turns into marriage, like healthy communication is major. And if that person that you're dating is willing to have those healthy conversations with you from jump and doesn't feel like they gotta, be, discreet with their conversations or, with held back from what they talk about or shut down in their communication. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, that allows you to see that they are willing to have healthy communication with you. And that is so major. Like, do not shut down healthy communication. Welcome that. And that might challenge you. That's another way that you could be challenged, as we talked on point 1. That might challenge you if you're not a good communicator to get better on your communication.
I was not a
Yeah?
good communicator.
No, he sucked. But it's okay. He's so great now.
But even though I wasn't communicating, I always took care of it as much as I could take care of.
Yeah, but that's like it almost cancels out when you don't communicate well, or when
It's
you do communicate, it's not well.
It's just like when your parents,
Uh-huh.
like back in the day, you got in trouble.
Uh-huh.
They would whoop you,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But what would they do? You want to eat? You hungry?
They gotta feed you.
Yeah, but the thing is, they didn't communicate. They didn't apologize.
Yeah, but we breaking that. That's not healthy. We talking about healthy communication.
I'm just saying that's what they did. So what I'm saying is, even though I wouldn't communicate, I would still do things.
Yeah, but
Now we communicate.
his communication is so much better. You guys, Chris used to just say things like the first thing that came to his mind, I'd be like, A, that hurt. B, I'm finna pop you in your mouth. C, I ain't your friend.
I ran a whole no BS. If it came into my mind, I said it.
So, amen for growth. Jesus. So glad he is past that and grew. I've often told him it did not. And it didn't matter who you were. So imagine me as the woman he loved and he didn't know you, it was even worse. So, but I've often told Chris that was if he did not grow in his communication skills, we wouldn't have made it this far. So the fact that he put effort in and chose to work on his communication skills and get better with his communication skills so that we could have that healthy communication was a great green flag. So if someone is willing to give you that healthy communication and even more put the effort into working to where they can, that's a perfect green flag, you guys.
Don't speak your mind all the time.
Speak your mind, but sometimes think before you speak, or just be sure that you're being kind with your words. Something that we developed in our relationship, in our marriage, is that you got to speak with love. Like, this is the person you want to be with, so you can't
speak with love.
You can't speak to them just any kind of way. So that healthy communication plays a major part in it.
Exactly.
All right. Number 5, you want similar or the same things out of life. It's nothing worse than being with someone who wants the complete opposite of what you want, and you're trying to just love them over to your side, and they're like, I told you from the jump I didn't want to get married, or I told you from the jump I didn't want kids, or I told you from the jump I wasn't going to do this, or I think this, or I feel this way. So you guys do not see similar in life or the same in life for things you want and want to experience, then that's not going to do well.
Nah.
But
because you out there, you hustling, you trying to get things done, and the
Yeah.
other person like, you know what? Nah, that's not good.
Yeah. Like you just never know. So if that person is on the same page with you, if that person is, sees the same things you want in life, like they're
Mhm.
like, yes, I'm looking for a monogamous relationship. After this monogamous relationship, I want to get married. When I get married, I want one or two children. Here's how I feel about this. Here's how I feel about that.
It comes with communication. You have to talk about those
Boom,
things.
boom. But that makes you see that you guys are on the same page and want the
Mm.
similar things out of life. And it lets you know that you're not wasting your time and that you and this person have a future together. So that is a great green
That's the
flag.
Usher song.
What?
Don't waste your time.
Don't do that. Don't distract me. Y'all know that's my
I can
song.
distract you with
Don't
that
do
one, no
don't do
problem.
that. That's my song. Don't do that. So, you guys, if that person and you have a similar vision for life and you see that similar vision together to do that life together, then that is a great green flag.
Mhm.
Me and Chris, before we got together, clearly we're not on the same vision,
Ah,
see life the same, and
it was good though because we saw where each other was coming from.
absolutely,
Because I played it safe.
he did so safe. And Miss Free Spirit over here, I risked it all, honey.
And with us doing how we did things, like how you was a free spirit and how I played it safe, it it showed how one person needed the other. I needed to
Absolutely.
open up more and let loose or do other things. And for you, we just buckled down and you saw how I did certain things or how I saved or how I took care of certain things. And
Absolutely.
we combined and now we both do it together.
Yeah, because those same things in life doesn't just go with wanting marriage and wanting
Mhm.
children and wanting, to travel. It goes with how you do bills, how you do credit, how you, interact with, everything, just business, careers, what you want to do. If you want to be working for the man all your life, or if you want your own business and want to be an entrepreneur,
Or if
like
you want your
have
own businesses.
absolutely. So it goes so much deeper when you have the same and similar mindset and ideas and things you want to do. It's so much deeper than the service. People just think, oh yeah, I want to date for this long. I want to get married and I
Mhm.
want to have children. They think that's the same vision and that covers it all, but it don't. It's so much deeper,
Because
and
you
that's
got to
where
also think, what are you doing to get to that point as well? You can
absolutely.
say it, but if you're not making the
Come
movements
on,
to get
baby.
towards it,
Come on. Saying
it's,
it means nothing. It's just
yeah,
words.
exactly.
Just words. So you have to be on that same journey, that same path, and you have to be moving forward with that vision and what you guys are trying to do. So if you meet someone and they're on that same journey with you, and you guys have the same visions and similar visions, and you guys have discussed what you want in detail, not just the children, the marriage, and longevity, but what you want to do within that marriage, how you want to raise your
Mhm.
children. What do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Like when you start getting into them deep chapters and taking back them layers, then you will see that maybe this person is really for me. Like we really can do
Mhm.
life together. And that's something that we we definitely have. Like when we lay up in the bed and we have our pillow talk, because you guys, we're still talking about our journey and things we
Exactly.
want to do and
What we're
things we
trying to
want to.
get to.
Absolutely, and we're still on the same page. One of us ain't got off and was like, never mind. Like we're still heading for where we want to head to together.
Yeah. Remember, a train uses the same track to go forward and back. Make sure y'all are going in the same direction.
Absolutely. So with that being said, that's a good trait. All right, so that was number 5. Number 6,
What's next?
what's next? All right. Number 6 is how your person responds in the heat of the moment. Like,
Hmm.
my gosh, that's major. Like, see how each other are under stress,
Mm-hmm.
under an argument, under when that person is sad, when they're going through something, how they just experience things that are not the heat, the best moments of the heat of the moments. If that person, when you and that person get into it and now you all out your name, you this, you that, you stupid, you dumb, then they're showing you how they are, and if that person, something goes wrong, for instance, they lose their job and they just shut down, you don't hear from them, or they just this or they just that, and they go back into bad habits, then they're showing you that, when pressure comes, when the heat of the moment comes, that they're maybe not going to do that well, and you guys won't have that strong foundation,
Mm.
and vice versa. Like you have to be sure that you're looking at how your person handles the heat of the moments. And we've often said we stumble through our love in the beginning of our relationship, and we stumble through our heat of our moments.
Yeah.
Like, I handle things completely different than how Chris handled it. And one of the things we learned the reason we handle things, and we both handled them heated. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't handle them. I wasn't cool and he was heated, or he was cool and I was heated. We would both be heated. And we had to realize that we didn't have to be. Like, there was like, it's us. Like, there's no need to be heated, right? Like, there's no need, like, like I remember so many times, where Chris would literally be my strength and vice versa. I would be his strength. And we would just pull each other through what each other was dealing with, because that's what you're supposed to do. So how someone handles the heat of whatever moment it might be, and that crisis for them, that situation for them, how they're feeling, whether it's their health, their job, between you guys, their family, whatever life could be, then how they handle it is a true telltale on what it would be like when you guys encounter even major things. So it's a good green flag, you guys, if they handle the heat of the moments well. Sorry, you guys, a little tongue tied there, but it's a good green sign that they handle those heated moments well, no matter what that heated moment is, and they show you that they still are your person. Don't lose that communication. Don't lose that respect for you and that kindness for you. And even in the heat of that moment, you guys get through it. So that's good.
And also, as far as the heat of the moment type thing, and seeing how that person deals with it, and seeing how you need to help that person get through it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, because let's say, I've had a real bad day,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of me like just letting it all out, I would come home
Mm-hmm.
and I would take a moment to decompress
Yep.
and release everything bad that was going on, and just that way I don't approach it. I won't come to you and approach you with the anger that I had from everything else that was building up
Absolutely.
on me.
But then sometimes that's raw, right? Sometimes it's fair. Like, I've been upset. I've been mad. And Chris is like, what's wrong? And like, I just have to get it out. And he understands that this is not towards him. And he understands that he doesn't need to take this personal, but that I just need to get it out. And that now we can talk about it. Now he can help me work through my thoughts, my frustrations, my reason that I'm upset. Now he can talk to me through that and get me through my heated moment, instead of me just lashing out at him, being mean to him, shutting him out, and just being just, I got it, I don't need you. Like, you're doing life together. And if this is the person you want to marry, then life is for two and you're doing life together. So how you guys handle the heated moments are important, no matter what the heated moment is.
Can you stand the heat?
Come on,
The
babe.
heat.
Come on, Tony.
Babe.
Come on, Tony.
Your body.
Hey.
Hey man, nah.
Okay, all right. That's a good album.
Yeah, the whole album.
The whole album. All right, you guys. So that was number 6. Number 7 is how they treat their family and friends, as well as how they treat your family and friends.
Mhm.
So that's major, you guys. When you get together, you bring. This was a struggle point for us, was it not?
It wasn't like a straight struggle, but it was just.
Chris ain't got no friends. I got a lot of friends.
I mean, I got people I'm cool with. I got a lot of people I'm cool with.
He has friends now. When we
Yeah.
first got together, you did not have not one friend.
Nah.
So it was different. It's for him to see me with my friends, my family, me and my family constantly doing family things, and me and my friends constantly doing friend
But I
things.
never tripped. I never had no
You
problem
didn't
with it.
trip, but it was different to him. And for me it was different that he didn't have friends. I'm like, babe, why you ain't got no friends? Why you don't hang out with your family? Like it was just weird to me. But on the flip side, you had your family. Like
I had families.
yeah, he had his family. So he had these God families that, he would go off with and he would spend time with, that I have now been adopted into and love just as much as he do. And over time, it was actually healing for you to watch me interact with my friends and my family, and it helped you interact with your family and have a few friends. It's just a few of y'all that's his friend.
Hey.
And we love y'all. So again, just seeing Chris be so interactive with his friends and family, and making sure that everyone was good was always something I admired, and really thought that that was a strength of his. And then he's hit a step further, and my friends and my family became important to him. And any of my friends across the board, Chris is good too.
If they're important to you, they're important to me.
Absolutely. And I think that is so beautiful, and even with my family, like y'all, I gotta tell y'all what he did. So my mom is recovering from a major surgery, you guys. Like I'm still swooned out by this. And this past weekend I got away with one of my wifey best friends and just had some wife time and just enjoyed ourselves. And my mom needed her laundry done. And so this would have been something I definitely would have got done for her. But Chris just called to check on her and see how she was doing and if she was coming up. And she was telling him she didn't feel well. It was a bad day for her, and that she would come up later or the next day. And so Chris was like, well, mom, I'm gonna come get your laundry and I'm gonna wash your laundry for you. And she wanted to see a movie that we had recommended. He was like, I'm gonna get you that movie as well. And like,
We recommended from our previous video.
absolutely, so watch it so you'll know. And I called Chris to see how he was doing because I thought mom had came up. And he was like, no, mom's at home. I'm gonna take her this movie. I'm gonna get her laundry and wash her clothes for her and take it back down to her. And I was just floored. Like, I was so like, what? Like, you guys, like, this man takes care of people so well. Not just me. Like, it's, of course, 10 times and over. My cup runneth over here. But just to see how he pours into others and how he does for others is so beautiful to me. And I often tell him how much I love that and how much I appreciate that in him. So how your person handles you, their family, their friends, and how they handle your family, your friends is if it's in a positive way, then that's a good thing, and that's a good green flag, and that's something you should want in your person because you are essentially bringing your families together, right? Like you guys are becoming one. So his family is my family and my family is his family. And granted, we have longevity. We've been best friends since 8th grade.
Yes.
So our families already knew and loved each other. But imagine someone who's new and don't know each other, and you guys are bringing your lives together, your families together, your friends together. Then it's very important on if there's a lot of positive energy there and not the opposite. That's a good green flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Okay, numbers 8 is that person, your person makes you a priority. They make you a priority. Thank you, babe. Help me. Say it with me. They make you a priority. That is so major, you guys. Like, never let somebody tell you they don't have time for you. Like, that is the biggest BS you can get from a person. Like anyone that truly cares for you and truly sees you as their person and wants you in their life, they're gonna make you a priority. It doesn't matter what it is. Chris can be dog busy, okay? I'm talking about dog busy, running between editing situations, working, seeing about his family, helling things I need to get done, working on stuff, and Chris would be like, just to include me, he'd be like, babe, just come rob me. I got a lot to do today, but I want us to spend time together and I don't want to be separated all day. So just come ride with me. I could be doing something and it don't completely involve him, but it might be something that I'm doing for myself, my business, and he'll come and he'll sit with me and he'll be with me in that moment and learn things, and vice versa. I'll go and sit with him when he's doing editing, but that's just time together because we make each other a priority.
In the vicinity, like how you was in your salon, and you was getting some hair together, and I just came in there with my laptop and I worked on what I needed to work on.
Absolutely. And we were just in each other's vicinity. We weren't necessarily talking, but we were just spending, like, it was just each other's presence. But even to go further than that, your person sees you as their priority, meaning over their friends, over their family, over what it might be that used to be a priority to them. Now they're rearranging it, whether it's their work life. It doesn't matter. Like, if they see you as their person, you're gonna know that, and they're gonna make you a priority, and you don't make them feel bad for that, because some people will be like, oh, but don't do that, you don't have to do that to accommodate me. They should. That's how it should be. If this person loves you and they want to make you a priority, I used to do that with Chris. I'd be like, baby, don't worry about it. If you got a lot to do today, I can just sit here, or don't try to take care of that. I'll figure it out. I'll handle it. And Chris was like, babe, I got it. No, let me do it, or come with me. Like, you okay, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like that was like major for me. Like Chris, y'all, this man had this down all the way in 8th grade, or how to make someone a priority, and I was just his friend. So you can
Mhm.
only imagine how it is as his girlfriend turning into his wife. Like the way he makes me a priority is like beyond. It blows my mind. Like every time he does something, it blows my mind. And even to go back to this past weekend, even once I got home, I was willing to jump in and help on what he was doing. And he was like, "No, you had a good time. You relaxed. He like, I want you to continue to do that. Do whatever it is you want to do. I'm still gonna take care of the laundry. I'm rearranging the
Mhm.
kitchen, and I'm gonna cook us some dinner." And so I just stayed in that moment with him because I was so that
We
chicken
had
was good.
steak. We had
No,
steaks.
you fried chicken.
Oh,
That was a fried
I was thinking
chicken.
about those steaks.
Oh Lord, you
Yeah,
him
we
and
did fried
steaks.
chicken.
Him and them steaks, but it was so beautiful just to watch him let me be in my moment and make me a priority of me just having some me time and relaxing and not having to be on the go as much while he picked up that slack and vice versa. I do it for him as much as he does for me.
Mm.
So if your person makes you a priority, then that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it
Don't
is.
fight it. Don't make them try not to receive that,
Mhm.
embrace that, and love that. And for some, it's harder than others, but it's a beautiful thing when you do. So if you see that your person makes your priority, let them do it.
Yes.
All right. Okay, you guys, we wrapping up here. So number 9, you share common interests. So this is not the same as you guys see life the same and share the similar or same vision.
Mhm.
This is meaning that you both like music and the same type of music. You
Yes.
guys both like to, go on hikes or things like you share common interests, things that bring you to
You
that
like to go
common
on
ground.
hikes?
No, I'm just giving some giving some.
I
So
thought you
you
were gonna give
guys,
some examples that you
this
like
so
doing.
Chris was on vacation or whatever, and Chris wanted me to ride bikes, and so that's not something I enjoy doing. But I was like, maybe I can do this with him, spend some time with him, and y'all, I fell off my bike, and we broke up for like 2 hours, and like you guys, so that's not. But we like to walk together, so the shared common interest is not the bike riding, but we do like to walk together.
So now
So
I ride bikes in the morning and we
yes.
walk at night.
Absolutely, because it's not for me. So understand your shared interests, and
Oh
it's
man,
nice to try different things with each other. But
you
it's
fell in
even.
slow motion too.
I didn't fall in slow motion. I fell on. He made me ride the bike. He knew I didn't want to ride the bike. He made me ride the bike, and I fell off the bike. So
We
to
have a
get,
26-inch bike for
I'm too.
sale.
I'm. Come get it. It's free. $2. It's too tall for me. So for me, it just doesn't work because it's just too tall for me. So he said I need a shorter bike, and it's not because I'm short. It's it's not because I'm short. It's because it's just too tall for me. And anywho. So if you guys have shared, I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said. Okay. So if you guys share common interests, like music, movies, things you like to do, how you want to travel, like those things help you meet in the middle, right? And it helps you, build those memories, have those fun moments, have those date nights, and to be able to really just spend that time together. So those shared common interests are important. They're valid to have and they're nice to have when, you guys are building that relationship, pursuing that relationship, and to keep that relationship going. It's even the same for us now as we're married. Like we still tap into our shared common interests to create date nights, to have fun together,
Hmm.
to figure out what we want to do next. Like we still tap into our shared common interests. So if you and that person have good shared common interests that you guys like together, then that is a good green flag.
Because we first bonded on, well, me first to bond on you was that thing in the back, and then we bonded on music.
Yes, you guys, it was music. Music is what bonded us.
Music is what bonded both of us.
Chris was out of line.
Music bonded us, and then once we like started liking some of the same music, because I was all Tupac, and then
He
I
was.
saw that she liked R&B like she
Yep.
did, and I went into the R&B lane,
Yep.
and I liked it a little bit of it.
You guys, that's something we do to this day. Like we will shower after we've ate dinner, tend to our boys, we would shower and we would get into bed and we would just listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be all the way from John Mayer to
I can listen to any John Mayer album all the way
he
through.
can, but it'll be all the way from John Mayer to Jonah Lucas. Is that how you say?
Joiner.
Joyner Lucas
Said
to
Jonah. I thought
any.
you were saying the Jonas Brothers.
No, we don't listen to the Jonas Brothers. There's nothing wrong with them, but I don't know none of their
Oh,
music. And then we'll take it back to just some jazz, and then we'll come over to some, Jasmine Sullivan, to back over to
some Tech Nine.
Tech Nine to Mortal Technique. Like we be all over the place. Like we would just lay in the bed and just listen to music and vibe with each other. And if I've heard something, I'd be like, babe, listen to this. Or if it's a music video, that's one thing we like watching is music videos together. If a new music video has came out to a song we like, we won't watch it until we can watch it together.
Yeah.
And so we'll lay in the bed and watch the music video together. So again, no shared common interests. They just make those moments and bring you together in so many ways. So if you guys have good
And that's
shared,
also how we bonded. Like when we first started talking and we got serious, we bonded by going to the Tyler Quali concert.
yep,
And Mortal
we
Technique.
started doing concerts.
Yeah, that's how.
Like
That's
so,
how
we
it was.
took us from just listening to music. We started doing concerts, and if you know, we hit them concerts, honey. So COVID has really shut that down this year. But if you know it, since we've been dating, we've been to a lot of concerts.
Groupon been getting them tickets, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we go to a lot of concerts. Some concerts we go to every year, like the Life Jennings concert. We go to that every year. We won't get to do that this year.
We won't get to go to the Anderson Pack.
No. So just tap into those shared interests. See that as a good green flag. And yeah. So number 10, to wrap it up, you guys, is they support your goals and your career and your businesses. Like that is so major. It's nothing worse than feeling like you're alone in your relationship and feeling like you have to, like do everything by yourself. Like if you have someone that's there to motivate you, support you, help you, be there alongside of you, do things for you, pour into your business, get things you
Help you with
need.
that grind.
Yeah, like just be a part of that grind with you. Like that's major. Like, being with Chris, I just somehow fell into being his personal assistant and his creative director. And so I handle a lot of the behind the scenes things for him. But then Chris tap into things he know. Like he can see an infomercial for something for hair and natural hair, and he be like, babe, I need this. I'ma get it for it. And next thing I know, I got something. He like, babe, I saw this video for it, try it out. And I'm like, what is this? Why does this brush look this way?
And I got, yeah, ooh, that's a long story.
And he always gets two, one for me to have for myself to use on myself and one for me to use on my clients. And that's so thoughtful and I think that's so beautiful. So like he supports everything I do, all my goals, my, like you guys, like this man goes so hard for me and vice versa. Like I go so hard for him. I pour into him, I push his business, I push him because he's good at what he does and I never want him to feel belittled again. I never want him to feel like he can't do it again. I never want, him to feel like, he's too old to do it or, he's never going to see, the success and that he wants to see. As long as he's with me, he's going to be successful. And as long as I'm with him, I'm going to be successful because together we're greatness.
Make each other successful.
Absolutely. So that's like major, you guys. So if you have someone that
How they
supports,
did on Baps where they had the hair salon with the food in the back.
absolutely, that's probably gonna be our reality. Like we're gonna end up having a salon and a photography studio together. Like you can get your hair done and then Chris can take your pictures. Like I see that being reality for us one day. So with that being said, if someone supports your goals, your dreams, your visions, your career, your business,
Photo styles.
photo styles, no. That's not the name, but that was a good try. So if someone supports you in that way, then that's a beautiful thing. That's a great green flag. So those are all the green flags. We're going to run them back just so that you guys can hear them one more time. So the first green flag was you feel challenged by your person, but in a good way. That was number 1. Number 2 was you can be yourself. Number 3 was they are kind to you. Number 4 is healthy communication. Number 5 is you equally want the same or similar things in life. Number 6 is how they respond in the heat of the moment in a positive way. Number 7 was how they treat their family and friends and how they treat your family and friends. Number 8 is that they make you a priority. Number 9 is you share common interests that you can meet in the middle about. And number 10 is they support your goals, career visions, and businesses. Like, that's all good, 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 good green flags. Like, you can't go wrong. So, with that being said, you guys,
You know, maybe a green
oh,
flag.
green flags.
If I
So,
was that good, I'll put the green flags in post, but that's gonna be hard to do.
do it, babe. You've been doing everything else. I'm gonna try to get a green flag in our thumbnail, so we'll see how well it works out. But if not,
Photo, easy.
green flag.
Follow, tracking, not as easy.
So,
It
okay,
can be done.
yeah, but
That
it's not that
little
easy.
segment is gonna take about 20
Oh,
minutes
child.
to the hour.
Well, here are our green flags. Just imagine them being there, you guys. So, again, red flags are beat down, over talked about it. Of course, you want to pay attention to those red flags. But we wanted to put a positive spin on it and tell you about those green flags. So, if you know some green flags we didn't discuss, or that you've seen some green flags in the person you're with,
The red flag, like the movie, and that love affair.
oh, shut up. So, shut
It
up.
was bad.
It was.
Oh
So,
god.
share your green flags with us. Let us know what your green flags are so that, we can say, dang, yeah, that is a good green flag. And maybe we can do a repeat of this video and talk about some different green flags. But definitely
Part two.
part two, definitely join this conversation, get into it, and give us that feedback. With that being said, the song of the week is always going to be in the description box, so we will drop it down there.
Decision.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
come
take
on.
my time.
That's right.
Be a friend in need.
Come on, babe.
Oh,
All right. So
what did you say to her earlier?
I messed the song up earlier, but we're not going to talk about that. So, you guys, I am going to definitely drop it in the description box, okay? And I am also going to share.
Depending on where you're watching it, the description. So,
I think it's all at the bottom now. The description box is all in the bottom now.
yeah, but if you're watching it, oh no, yeah, description's in the bottom.
Okay, so I'm going to drop the description in the box for you guys to check out the song.
And our next video is gonna be right there.
Yeah. Anywho, we're gonna now have a feature for you. Yeah. So it'll be a previous video.
Oh.
So it'll be a link now for you guys to check out the previous video. You will always have the music video in the description box. This time we didn't talk about anything.
I don't think this one has a music video.
No, it doesn't. It just be the audio.
Yeah.
So, we didn't have anything extra to drop in there, but I will maybe put the 10 points in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe drop the 10 points in there for you guys to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, baby, do our outro. Take us out, Daddy.
Okay. Oh, I wasn't prepared.
Let's go. You can do it.
All right. Be sure to. Is the like, comment, and subscribe? No, it's not like, comment.
Let's talk about YouTube first. Tell them what to do on YouTube.
I'm gonna give it over to my beautiful.
No, man. You didn't do it before.
Yeah, just go ahead, man. Just got it.
That's terrible.
You got it.
That is. So don't drink all my drink, Christopher.
Okay.
Jesus. All right, you guys. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you like what you saw today, you want to see this content every Wednesday, then you got to hit that notification bell and select all. That way you can see us every Wednesday, because every Wednesday we drop you a video. All right. With that being said, you can follow us on our social media platforms, which is going to be Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, it's going to be loveLEE Conversations. That's lowercase LOVELEE for our last name. We are the Lees. And conversations with an S, okay? Don't help now. So you can follow us on all our social. You can follow us on all our social media, okay? That way you can be in tune in what we're doing. We're not here on YouTube.
Should we have separate ones too?
You want to go for it?
I mean, it shows up.
It shows up, so I think that's good enough. Good. So, with that being said, you guys, just tune in, plug in. Instagram is fun. I share a lot of good things on Instagram. I share our lovely tips. I share different marital videos. I just share good fun points on Facebook. I might drop a question of the day. I might do a giveaway. I might go live. So you definitely want to be plugged in and see what we're doing. Our Pinterest page is fun because it allows you to build your board on things I'm talking about and doing. And if you want to add that, say you got a marriage board or a love board or a relationship board, then it allows you to pull from our board and put that on your board. So definitely follow us on our social media platforms. That way you can be plugged in with everything loveLEE Conversations is doing.
I didn't know nothing about Pinterest until I got with you.
That's fine, baby, but now you know. You own now. You own. So with that being said, you guys, we're gonna get out y'all hair and
Bye bye.
bye.